make sure that everything is nice and smooth. Distribute the weight evenly where it's needed. Remove weight where it's not needed. And just continue to move and taper that haircut. Now that we've got most of that weight off, we're gonna jump to our taper comb. And we are going to use a finer side, a very thin side. And it is designed to be thicker to smaller towards the bottom. Again, and it's got that flex so that we can really get in there and get really close. You know, a lot of people think that to get like a really nice fade, you really got to get in there with like a pair of clippers and use a 1 guard or 0 or whatever, but you don't always have to use clippers. You can use just a pair of scissors and a nice fine-tooth comb, and you'll be able to get the same results, if not better. Alright, so we got that blended in pretty nicely now. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to jump in and we're going to help blend this nice taper in through the parietal ridge, going all the way around. And how we're going to do that, we're going to jump right back to our comb. This time we're going to utilize the wider side. So what we're going to do is we're going to slightly elevate the hair. Because whenever we do elevate the hair above a 90, we're going to remove weight. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to remove just a little bit of weight, but not so much that he looks bald, because my buddy here, he's already got a little bit of shallowness going on, so we don't want to enhance that, you know. We want to make him look good. We want to make him look clean, because he's got a lot of ladies to impress. Actually, not really, right? You just got one, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going in at an angle, and we're just going to bring that right across the back, moving diagonally back, and we're going to be using just the point of our scissors, elevating hair, going in, and just texturizing to blend the bottom up through the top. Again, he does have a lot of unevenness in his scalp, but you know, that's okay. It's still going to work. Going, just blending that right up to the top. Moving a little bit more towards the back. Going here, same thing. Elevating the hair. And just using the points of the scissors to get a lot of that removed. Not really taking off a whole lot of length, a lot of weight, just really just texturizing more to blend. Now we're going from down to center now, same thing. Going in, using the points of the scissors, using just a thumb blade, and just slowly moving up, texturizing and removing weight. Alright, we're in our last section now. You can really see a lot of weight right there. Going in, elevating the hair, and just pointing out all the weight that doesn't need to be in there, just to really help blend that in and give it kind of a lighter kind of feel. It's always good to kind of take a step back just to look at the haircut, you know, make sure that everything's looking good, you know. Sometimes when we're just right up in real close, you know, kind of with a little magnifying glass, we don't always see the big picture. Sometimes it's okay, just stand back, Joe cool, you know, and just kind of, just make sure everything's looking cool, right? Now that we got all that blended in, we're gonna move to our final section, which is gonna be the top. So he's a little shallow up top, so we're gonna need to just go in there, just texturize it a little bit. We're gonna be elevating the hair up and away, kind of creating almost a little bit of a point toward the center, leaving some weight right through there. But just mostly just going in, giving him a little texture without removing a whole lot of length and a lot of weight. So that way he doesn't look thin, you know? Going in, taking the section, over directing it back slightly, just to really help keep some of that length towards the front. You know, you don't want to keep a lot of length towards the back or any of that, because it's going to look funny. It's going to look like a triangle that's in the back of his head. We don't want to do that, you know? So, again, continue to just texturize, using the points of the scissors to give them very textured, airy kind of feel. Okay? I'm going to turn him this way so now you can see what exactly I'm going to be doing. So I'm bringing it up, setting the guide in the front, and we're just going to over direct back slightly, using that guide from the front just to take a lot of that weight out. Just take your time, make sure it's looking good. Over directing back, moving all the way, one past the center of the head and back. Once you got that set, then I'm going to go in right through the center. Again, just going in, texturizing with the points of the scissors, over directing slightly back. Alright, so now we got most of that all cleaned up. Final step as far as the haircut goes, we're going to go on with our trimmer. Go in right around the ears, down to the nape, and around the other ear, just to really clean him up, make him look sharp, make him look clean. So, turn it on, using just the corner of the blade. Just going in, just clean it up, take your time. No need to rush through it. Just make sure that we're getting a really smooth finish on that. Going around the ear, utilizing just the corner of that trimmer. And we're going to pull down the ear. You don't want to let the ear go, because if you push a little bit too hard and get in there, you know, the ears are very sensitive and they tend to bleed pretty easily, so you don't want to cut it. So, let's go in there, folding the ear over, getting all the little straggly hairs off. And if you got some cute little hairs on his ear, then just peel those little hairs off, you know? We want to look good. We don't want to make him look old. Nice little outline of where we're going with this. Then we're going to go in and just take a lot of that out. Cleaning his neck up, because we don't want that neck hair going down into his back, you know. So for some of us, our hair stops here. Others of us goes all the way down till it touches the floor, you know. So why don't we just break that up a little bit, you know? Not really pressing very hard. We don't want to cut him. no point in giving him a nice haircut, and then he's all rashed up, he's got all these cuts all over the place, bleeding. Although we are in October, you know, and it would probably be very fitting. He'd like fit the costume pretty well, but we don't want to do that. He's getting a haircut, he's not going to a Halloween party. You want to stand back, make sure that everything is nice and even. If it's not, then just go ahead and clean it up. Going to the side, same thing. Utilizing just the edge of the trimmer, going in there. Folding the ear down, going in. We've got them all nice and cleaned up now. So now, just gonna go in and finish them out. We're gonna be using 3 different products. The first product that we're gonna start out with is gonna be our Steady Grip. We're gonna use, doesn't have a whole lot of hair, so we're gonna use probably just about dime size amount. Think it's a good amount? How's it smell?
Smells good.
Smells good. That's right. We want to smell good. Guys want to smell fresh, you know? Think about it. One person that a man trusts the most is the person that makes him look good. So that's what we want to do. We want to make him look good. So the reason I'm using Steady Grip first is because I'm going to put it in his hair. His hair tends to be a little bit shallow on top. What Steady Grip is going to do is going to give him a good amount of grip and give him like some strength. Kind of build a little bit of strength and body into his hair, you know? So once we get that product in there, dry our hands off a little bit, wipe that off. And our tools of the trade are going to be the hand, because his hair's so short, and our Express Ion Dry version 1.0. It's a little old school. So one of the benefits to it, it has a 1500 watt motor in it. It's got a 9-foot cord to it. So say Mo's standing in the mirror, you know, and he needs to blow dry his hair, but you know, girlfriend's right there. She wants a kiss before she's going to work. So he's got that 9-foot cord, so he can go in there and be blow drying his hair, and then go just reach over, give her a kiss, and not have to drop his blow dryer and stop doing what he's doing. Because